up, What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and this is my adorable Exorcist kitty, Zeno Asagiri, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Make the Exorcist Fall in Love chapter 106. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable little baby kitty on my lap, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season coming to a close, in which we covered Santa, Togenaki, let's see, Gachikuda, Boku no Hero Academia final season, Spy Family season 3, Digimon, and unfortunately for me anyway, it's good for you and probably entertaining for you, One Punch Man season 3, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So this chapter is going to be really interesting because finally, we're going to see Virgil's point of view. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. A dejected Virgilus, there we go. Okay, like, look, he is so depressed. He is. Like seriously, what the fuck did he do to Dante? What did he do? I know he feels bad. He's got to feel bad about the whole Baba Yaga situation, obviously, but, like, what the fuck did he do to Dante? What did he do? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm here to share some intel. It's about your master's condition and that old hag's weakness. All right, let's go. You guys heard that speech, right? Those guys are here because they can't stand that monster anymore. I'll catch you guys up on our situation first. You should hear about it before we get into the main topic. Sure. A part of the Sabbath that recognized Lord Beelzebub as king was under the influence of the ancient witch who had once struck a deal with him. We were among them too. While indulging in the fleeting pleasures of demon worship, we kept the plan for Baba Yaga's resurrection alive through generations. Dude, I was not expecting some hot Yuri today. Oh my god, this is hot. Yes, we got titties touching and everything. All to fight your church. Oh my god. I gotta wonder, man, like, can the power of Yuri take down the church? Can the power of Yaoi take down the church? Can you, dude, Yuri-tards, and maybe even Fujoshis, you guys might be able to take down the church. You might. But anyways, let's read this again here. A part of the Sabbath that recognized Lord Beelzebub as king was under the influence of the ancient witch who had once struck a deal with him. We were among them too. While indulging in the fleeting pleasures of demon worship, aka having hot Yuri sex, we kept the plan for Baba Yaga's resurrection alive through generations, all to fight your church. As I said, I'm no longer an exorcist. I think it was about 10 years ago. A genius suddenly appeared out of nowhere. One by one, he offered up former clergy and exorcists to the Lord of the Flies. Oh, damn! And in no time, he became the de facto leader of the Sabbath. The witch of gluttony, Virgilus. Yep, Lord Beelzebub was fond of him, but He stole Beelzebub's pinky finger. On top of that, he selfishly used a ritual item meant for Baba Yaga's revival on Master, right? Oh! Our king was tolerant so long as it stayed within the bounds of their deal, but that was a clear betrayal of both our king and the ancient witch. Our Sabbath split in two over how to deal with Verge. One side naturally pushed for his condemnation, while we stood by him. Ooh, huh? After everything you just said, is he really worth defending? From the start, it was thanks to him that we got this far with the ritual. And I'm sure Verge had already seen through it. Baba Yaga is already corrupted! Yeah. But, oh, you know what? I gotta wonder, and I think we'll see it in a second, if Satan, kind of like what we saw with Lucifer, remember, everything happened because Satan corrupted them. So gotta wonder if that's the case here. We don't know exactly when it happened, but somewhere along the way, the witch lost her original self. That's why Verge planned to control... Motherfucker, you cannot control her! Lucifer even told you that shit! Like you heard in that speech, this Baba Yaga might be a victim of the church, but she has absolutely no intention of saving men. Well, there's probably a legit reason for it. I mean, remember, back in those days, the church was extremely misogynistic. And you know what? I'm going to say this too. Like, if I were Josh, I mean, Josh has every right to, like, kind of agree with her to some extent because the church abused him as well. So, yeah, there's that. But, like, as we've seen in Make the Exorcist Fall in Love, and as well as in real life, too, the church has come a long way. They really have. There's some parts of the church that really have changed, and they are trying to be more open-minded, especially, for example, to the LGBT community, to Jewish people, because remember, the church used to really hate Jews because they couldn't control them. Yeah. But even though, ironically, without my people, your religion wouldn't fucking exist. So, yeah, you have a lot of reform that is happening in the church. But still, you still have sects of the church that are still, and also they're more open not just to my people, but more open to, you have the church that's more open to to the Protestants, and I'm talking about the Catholic Church that's more open to like other denominations of Christianity. They're not as intolerant as they used to be. Again, there's still parts of the Catholic Church that are still extremely bigoted, but it's not the same as it used to be during the Baba Yaga's time. But anyways, so that's why we also escape from her. Yeah, I don't blame the men for wanting to escape from that bitch. I see. So the ones here are Verge's supporters, and the male witches that Lisa drove away. I don't blame the men! Like, she didn't think about that, did she? That, like, yeah, we have, there are male witches here. What about them? Anyways, that's the situation on our end. Now, about Dante's whereabouts, I want to hear your plans before I say anything. Huh? Didn't you guys come here to stop Baba Yaga? Verge figured you'd show up. He said to send you back if you were just going to throw your life away. I wouldn't really call it a plan, but we... Oh, here we go. Here's the Pope. Speaking of the Catholic Church, we are ready to depart at any time, Your Holiness. But are you truly certain about this? About what? We've taken considerable political risks to make these peace negotiations possible. Even if we succeed in stopping that witch, there is still a real possibility this could be used to ignite a war later. I see your point, but for now we must focus on stopping that witch. What's going on in the priest's eyes? Understood. May the Lord's blessings be with you. What? You're going to talk it out? We can, yeah. Even if we tried to fight her now, we probably wouldn't win. Hey, at least being realistic. Geez, you gotta be kidding me. If talking could solve it, we wouldn't be in this mess. You think so? I used to be incredibly strong, so I know when those weaker than me got a little violent, honestly, I didn't feel a thing. But as you could see, I fell for Satan's scheme. She slipped right into the crack in my heart. If Baba Yaga still has a heart, maybe we can reach her by talking. Oh God, not the talking no jutsu. From her speech, she sounded more like a human than a monster. I agree with that. To an extent, he is right. Like, the first thing that comes to mind, actually, is Paranorman. Oh my God, that's what this kind of gives in a way with Baba Yaga. Is remember the witch in Paranorman, she went through something extremely similar where she was persecuted. And when she unleashed her power and went wild, like the key, remember the key to calming her down was to read her a story. And well, that's what Norman did, was read her story and talked it out with her. There wasn't violence at all. And remember, Norman could relate to her because he was discriminated too. So I kind of see where Josh is coming from. Again, just think about it from Paranorman's perspective, using Paranorman as an example. Like, I can kind of see it. I see where Josh is going with it. Because just like the little girl in Paranorman, Baba Yaga is really hurt. And she, just like, the witch in Paranorman, we know this too, she was extremely corrupted. Probably by Satan. You're scared now, way more than before. Oh yeah? And he still can't see it. The weak have no place at the negotiating table. If he's able to talk things out now, it's only because his past violence paved the way. And I guess it's about time you told me about Master. Right. Right now, Dante's very existence is also a weakness for the Witch of Wrath, Baba Yaga. Wait, what? Oh. You don't look so good, Verge. Want me to comfort you? I'll do everything for you, the way he never could. Oh, whoa! Don't you dare mock Dante! Oh, that is low. Quiet down, men. I'm only keeping you around because we don't have replacements. Yes, ma'am. Oh, right. Did anyone ask how much of this was part of the plan? Right now, your master is... No! Possessed by Satan! No! All of it right up to this brat, the Lord of Wrath sneers. And this chapter's Hell Tragedy Part 1. This was all according to Satan's plan? Oh, of course it was. No fucking way! Dude, Satan is playing... It was all according to plan, down to fucking corrupting Baba Yaga. Priest losing his power, all of it. Dude, this is some box shit. Oh my God, this is some box shit. I know part of me is like, dude, is this some Eisen shit? No. This is some box shit. This is some box shit. Satan is playing 5D chess while you other motherfuckers are playing checkers. Dude. Oh my God. This is reason why I gotta say that is because the Almighty saw all. But the other thing I gotta think of too, I'm thinking about as well, is remember the whole thing with Lucifer and God's plan and all that shit. Like, I'm thinking like, God knew this was going to happen too. God is testing them. I think God is specifically testing, there's two people God is testing in all of this. God is testing Lucifer, and God is testing Josh. Those two he's testing. And, I mean, why else would God have Lucifer purposely look at his plan? He had him look at that plan on purpose. You know he did. He had him look at that plan on purpose. This is going to be so interesting. So interesting to see. The other one I feel like might be being tested as well is Verge in all of this. I think Verge might be being tested too. I'm very curious what you guys think in all that. But what is the end game for this in terms of Josh? Remember, something that usually happens with when characters lose powers, like characters like Josh lose powers, is it's because there's a new power that's developing inside of them, and they're just waiting to awaken. And my mind was, it's like, okay, like Josh is going to become a demon lord. Part of me is still thinking that. I still am leaning towards that. There is that possibility of him becoming one of God's angels. There is that possibility. But I'm not sure. I don't know if that would be the case. Because he doesn't want that shit. No. The other thing that could be set up here, and this is what God is testing him and preparing him to do, is preparing Josh to lead the church. Is giving him the divine power to lead the church. That is another possibility. I'm really curious what you guys think about this. Because Lucifer, let's be real, once Satan's gone, because here's the thing. There's got to be, that balance of good and evil and all that. And I think about, in terms of I think about The Fallen in regards to Lucifer. By Thomas E. Sinagowski. And at the end of that, after, because we had a Satan possessing Lucifer's body and all that too, and by the end of it, Lucifer regained control of his body, and after that he went to rule over hell and the demons. And I think in that situation, after Satan is taken out, I think Lucifer is going to, take his rightful place and rule over the demons. Because of his, I think he realized because of his negligence, because he was blinded by all the fuckery, he realized, because of his fight with Josh and all that, he realized, oh my fucking God, what the hell was I doing? I think Lucifer's gonna, after Satan's taken out, I think he's gonna rule over hell again. He will take his place as ruler of hell. In terms of Verge, I think once everything is said and done, I'm really hoping Verge and Dante survive. I do, because I want Verge and Dante to be together. I do. Because I want them to be part of kind of like what we see with Mikhail. Because remember, Mikhail is a guy, he's in the Tokodoko. He's a cross-dresser. And he's part of that reform that's happening in the church. And I really would like to see Dante and Virgil be part of that reform as well. I would love to see that. But you're not going to get, the other thing is you're not going to get rid of the witches. You're not. But like the thing is with Virgil and Dante, and this is why I mean by becoming part of that that change, is that they can be that bridge between the church and the witches. I think that would be so significant. That's why I don't want them to die. I really want to see them become that bridge. And then with Priest, or with Josh, it's going to be so interesting to see what happens with him specifically. I'm very curious what's going to happen with him. Like, I know he just wants to be like a human and just live his life and be with Murray. That's all he wants. And frankly, you can make the argument that he could be that him and Murray could be that bridge between the church and the demons. And that would be really interesting to have. That would be very interesting to have. But the thing is that you can't get rid of all the demons. You can't. You have to have that balance of light and darkness, because without it, what you have is complete chaos. But man, I can't help but, in this situation, I can't help but think of The Fallen. I really can't, by Thomas E. Sinigowski. I love that series. I covered it on this channel like years ago. But I'm very curious what you guys think. In the case of Baba Yaga, I can't help but think of Paranorman. What they're trying to do is very, very Paranorman-esque. Do I think it's going to work? I don't know. But, like, I wonder if this situation here with, here is going to, I wonder if this will be when, Josh's powers, so remember the thing that I was talking about, that, you know, Josh's power, the powers, like, between light and darkness that are building up inside of him are going to awaken when he talks to the Baba Yaga, and hell, purifies the Baba Yaga. Because let's be real, what's going to save Dante is, I think Josh purifying, Josh is going to be the one to purify Dante. He has to be the one to do it. He has to be. I wonder, I gotta wonder if we're gonna see something similar to what happened in the fight against Lucifer, where we're gonna see, remember what I was just saying about like how Josh being that bridge between like the church and the demons, and hell, even the witches too. And remember what we saw against Lucifer, that all the demons came together and gave Josh that power to take down Lucifer. I wonder if we'll see something similar to that, and that power combined will be what takes Satan out of, or exorcises Satan out of Dante's body. I actually could see that. I honestly could see that. That would be and that would be such a powerful thing too. And yes, it would be cheesy as fuck. But like, I could also see that like working. And it would just be like the perfect build-up. Well, not just, it would be like the perfect, not build, I'm sorry, perfect payoff. And it would like totally, like, encapsulate, like, everything Josh had been through, like, in terms of, like, befriending, like, the demons, and befriending, starting off at the church, and then befriending, the demons, and befriending the, witches. And, like, just bringing everyone together to take down the evil that like caused all this fuckery to happen, and to save his master, the one who saved him from the abuse in the church, which was Dante's. So I just really think that would be such a great way to like to take out to save Dante, to bring everyone together. And yes, cheesy as it is, it's extremely cheesy. But like, it just feels like it would be such a great way to end Josh's journey. It really would. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more Make the Exorcist Fall in Love content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.